finishing the Ric-Rac trim on this quilt. I saw this idea on Pinterest, and this was a quilt as you go project like I told you. Right now I'm using my gauge and I set it at 2 centimeters, and I'm going to put this on the last line of the strip before the Ric-Rac and use this bottom bump. Let me move this up for you to see. I'm going to insert a pin about every 3 bumps on the Ric-Rac. And I already had the quilt bound. I'm just going to take out the binding just a tiny bit, and you can do this with any quilt you want to add the Ric-Rac trim to if you still have a nice quilt that isn't all faded out from washing and all. Just slip it underneath your lifted binding there. Make sure your gauge is set on the 2 centimeters. We want this towards the bottom of this space, like the one below it here in the picture. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Let's see if it's just towards the bottom, and each one's measured 2 centimeters up. Line of the large Ric-Rac. To get it in, it looks very nice with the straight lines on the back, the overall quilting pattern. Creates a nice variable stitch line. Nice variation in our straight lines from just sewing the strips. You'll notice we're pulling it at a 45, slightly at a 45-degree angle, keeping that in mind so that it feeds through with the Ric-Rac and not with our overall straight pattern. Now it's sewn on nicely. And you can see the nice pattern it just follows. It looks a lot better than just a straight line.
Shadow from the camera.
Showing the back of the quilt here, where the quilt as you go pattern is intact.
Don't wiggle it.
Try it. Slipping in the bottom, running stitch length away, about 1/8 of an inch. Pull it through, slip it into the top, about a running stitch length away, about 1/8 of an inch. Bottom. Another top fold. The bottom fold, which will be right through the Ric-Rac. Don't worry if your string comes out of your needle, just re-thread it. There we go. Through the top fold. The Ric-Rac. The top fold. Ric-Rac, and not through the Ric-Rac, through the bottom of the quilt, which we went a little bit longer because now we're just into the quilt. Part of it, and you can actually, if you're not attaching a trim, some special need or filling up a hole or a crooked place, and this one's all real straight, you can sew it a 1/4 inch away if you like. Then we go take a little run up there and one back the other way to hide the thread. There we go.